Yo, what's up, Walrus? What's up, Crawdad? Hey, Nick. What's going on, guys? Welcome. Y'all coming in early? Appreciate it. What's up? Quick thing. I made a bunch of changes today in the Discord, so hopefully everyone should be able to view every channel. And then I'm hoping to kind of start pushing it a little bit more, try and get people into the Discord. And then eventually I would like to just have kind of like an open channel when I go live, either playing video games or whatever, for like approved chatters. So people that I know from other communities or people that have been in my community for a while will get the like stream approved status in Discord, and then you'll be able to join a voice chat with me while I'm playing a video game or whatever, if you have a question or if you have a topic you want to talk about or anything like that. I feel like that would be kind of fun to allow people to kind of hop in and out if they have stuff that they want to talk about. Obviously it would be like if you have stuff you want to talk about, not just like hop in and just chill while I'm streaming, but if you have something in particular to kind of get the juices flowing or start a conversation, that would be cool. So there are some people that already have that in the Discord, the stream approved status, and I adjusted all the channels and everything. I also added a new welcome bot, so we should be able to see when people join the Discord. I just tried to like strip it down of all the bots and shit that were in there before and kind of like revitalize it. How's it going, Grumstein? Congrats on getting monetized. Well, I don't know if I'm monetized yet. That was another announcement, was I finally hit the 4,000 watch hours, so I was able to apply for partnership. So we'll see if I actually get the partnership status. That is a different thing, so hopefully I will know soon. But I'm more interested in the live streaming side of the partnership stuff, so like the getting the different like subscribers or whatever. What do they call them in YouTube? I totally forget. They're subscribers on Twitch, but I forget what they're called. Followers or not followers? Shit, I don't know. I should probably learn that if I'm going to be streaming more on YouTube. But members, yeah. So it'll unlock members, it'll unlock super chats, that type of stuff. So monetizing the live streams is more important to me than monetizing the actual videos. So hopefully I'll be able to turn that stuff on for the live streams and stuff like that. Who am I reacting to today? I'm not really sure. I had a plan and then I changed the plan. I had this whole sheet drawn up about discussing the infancy of live streaming in our space and the importance of moderation in the live streams. And then I realized that discussion will probably fall on deaf ears. So realized that in the last couple hours. Realized that entire discussion probably would not land with most people in a way that they would find useful in this space. So it might be something I reconvene later, but I feel like the nuance of that discussion just would not land with the people in this space for different reasons. So I don't want to bring it up. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I have the 5 years experience being on Twitch. I'm a Twitch viewer for the last decade. And I feel like live streaming is in its infancy in this space. And so the idea of moderation or building a community that you know, I don't know, you are proud of people like joining into and stuff like that is really important. And sometimes if you don't moderate and then your community gets too big, then you have to retroactively moderate, which can make things a problem. So it was just like the nuances of that and all that stuff, trying to bring like that idea from Twitch and those live streaming spaces that have experienced all of that and bringing that to this space that we're in. But I don't think it's I just, yeah, I'm not I don't think it would land in a way that people would find it useful. So everyone's welcome here until you're not. But it is what it is. But yeah. So I have a couple videos, but I just kind of figured, like, if you guys have questions, like, I would be totally down with just doing like a question Q&A type of thing. If that's something that you guys have, I do have a couple videos. Let me see. I have a video from the Green Shiz. His video from, I think it was today. Yeah, 7 hours ago. Pokemon sucks. I think it's going to end up being kind of the quality control issues that we've seen in Scarlet Violet. I definitely experienced that. So we could watch that. We also have Are You Good at Flipping Pokemon or Just Lucky by ZNG Emporium, which I find interesting as well because I flip Pokemon. So it would kind of directly, and I know that he watches sometimes. He watches parts of the live streams, or I don't know if he goes back and watches stuff, but he occasionally will talk about like my month-end videos and stuff like that. So we did have those two videos, but honestly, if you guys had any questions or anything, or you just want to, I mean, this could literally just be an open Q&A for anyone that had any topic they wanted to discuss. But yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's a part of me that's just like, there was a part of me earlier this week that was like, you know what? I'm going to start giving my like opinion. Like, I'm going to start being a little more opinionated, a little more like out there, like talking about things and a little more off the fence, or a little more like not in the background anymore, and start, you know, doing stuff. And then now it's just like, no, never mind. I'm going to stay on the fringe. I'm cool. I'm cool on the fringe. I don't think, I don't know. I'm cool on the fringe. So I think that's the best place to be for me. At least right now. So I'll continue to stay on the fringe and continue making videos. And so, did you recently mention PCing with a couple of cards? What do you mean by that? I know PCing is personal collection, right? Maybe I got that totally wrong. Elaborate. Did you recently mention PCing with a couple of cards? I don't know what that means. I did watch the... Oh, did I start allowing myself to collect? Yeah, kind of. I mean, there's stuff that is really niche that I don't think, that I kind of graded for myself. I don't think would probably sell for all that much. Mostly non-Pokemon stuff. So I have, let's see, I've got some fire, nope, not fire, Full Metal Alchemist, the Full Metal Alchemist stuff from my recent PSA return. I realized I didn't put those cards in the video, but I graded 6 Full Metal Alchemist cards from some stuff that I picked up a while ago. And I did send out a Hunter x Hunter card and a Jujutsu Kaisen card and some other stuff from those sets as well. But yeah, those niche things, I probably wouldn't try and sell the Full Metal Alchemist stuff. That was probably more just personally for me. Unless that market picked up and those things started to become, you know, more expensive. But I don't have enough of that product to, like, start creating the market. You know, like Retro talks about, where he'll source like a bunch of a particular really niche thing, and then he'll start putting stuff out on eBay and start kind of like building a market from the ground up. Uh, I haven't done any big buys like that on that particular product, so there isn't really opportunity for me to just like create a market or start to do that. So I'm posting them on Instagram, and they're just hanging out in my collection right now. I did CGC released recently the Marvel graded card pop report. That was cool. I have 4 pop ones, so that's pretty awesome. One of them being a perfect 10 from the 1990 Impel set, 91 Impel set, whatever the first Impel set was. So yeah, 4 pop ones. That's pretty sick. But yeah, I don't know. I think at PSA it's pretty low pop as well. I think those really early 80s 90s Marvel cards, I think they tend to just be low pop in general. But yeah, I've gotten sucked into watching reaction videos. You know those videos where it's like 20 different YouTubers, and then in the middle they have like an anime running. I got stuck into that for some reason, where it's like watching like the best fights from My Hero Academia, or some of the best scenes from Hunter x Hunter, and it's like 20 different React channels all reacting to the scene at once. I got stuck down that rabbit hole yesterday, so I got I got roped into that for a little while. Yeah, the anime stuff is pretty cool. I'm excited to see how my what is that game called? I like the Hunter x Hunter cards and stuff that I just opened. What is that game called? I don't remember how those grade, because I did send some to CGC and I think I sent a few to PSA, so that'll be cool. What's up, Retro? Welcome, dude. What's going on? Welcome. I did send those Full Metal Alchemist cards in to get graded because I thought, I want to see how they grade, and then there was a store that had a bunch of boxes that I was going to buy out, and then I recently went to check if they still had it, and all gone. They sat there for like a year while I was sitting here like, I don't really want to spend that much money right now. And then I wanted to get the PSA cards back, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, they're all gone now. It's like, damn it. That would have been super cool, but do I know how to breakdance? No, I don't. Funny story, I actually tried to learn. There was a it was when I was younger, like maybe late middle school or early high school. There was a movie that came out around that time called, God, what was it called? But there was a DVD. There was a DVD that came out alongside it that taught you the moves from the movie. So I got my parents to buy me that DVD so I could try and learn the moves from the movie that came out. And that didn't work. That didn't work. Turns out that I just can't break dance at all, or dance in general. But what was the movie called? Hold on. It was super popular at the time. No, it wasn't with Jessica Alba. Breakdancing movie. Breakdance movie 2000s? It's probably early 2000s. It was called You Got Served. That's what it was called. It was called You Got Served. You guys remember that movie? Yep, that's what it was called. Let's see. Just got done training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's like involuntarily breakdancing. True. Isn't Jiu-Jitsu's not striking, right? It's all grappling. It's like wrestling and grappling, right? I don't think you strike in Jiu-Jitsu, right? Or do you? Hey Javin chat. 2 questions. Are you going in on any of this Disney 100 Lorcana stuff coming up? Is Pokemon dusted with their quality control? Let's see. Disney 100, no. Is Disney 100 the one that people are speculating isn't an actual Disney product? Like, isn't actually officially licensed? Is that the one where people are questioning whether or not it's actually officially licensed? And then the Lorcana stuff, the only way I would buy into Lorcana, I think, is if I could get it at like distributor pricing for some reason, but I don't have a distributor, so that probably wouldn't happen. Because I know that out the gate it's going to be extremely expensive, and I'm not looking to buy any like super expensive boxes or anything at the minute. Is Pokemon dusted with their quality control? I mean, my Scarlet and Violet stuff was trash, so I do think that, and honestly, like the stuff that I've been buying from Japan, even just the brand new stuff, like those top cuts are really getting annoying. It doesn't seem like PSA really cares that the top cuts are bad, but the top cuts are bad. And if PSA decides that they're going to start, you know, punishing for those shitty top cuts in the like the character rares and stuff, then that could be a problem too. But for now, I mean, the Japanese seems to be fine, but yeah, my Scarlet and Violet boxes, I don't think any of the cards that I pull would get a 10. That's why I sent them all to CGC. I figure I'll get them back faster, and none of them going to be getting a 10. So, yeah, that was kind of my idea there. But how's it going, Phil? Submission grappling. I assume that in the process of the grappling, you probably get punched a lot accidentally, or elbows or knees or whatever. You could walk in a circle around me until I tire out and sit down, dude. True. Do you guys like peach flavored stuff? I got these seltzers, these Vizzy seltzers. I actually like them, but I don't like the peach one. Peach flavoring is so gross to me. Like, I like, there's a strawberry lemonade one, and a raspberry lemonade one, and a watermelon lemonade one. Those are all good. And then, but the peach is just, ugh. But maybe it's an acquired taste. Because my grandma loves peach iced tea. Like, every time she comes down here, we gotta have peach iced tea in the house. She loves that shit. But, yeah, this one is just kind of, ugh. I like the strawberry one a lot. Yeah, I like the strawberry one. I like the raspberry one. The watermelon one is a little eh. But yeah, the strawberry one's really good. How's it going, Pokemon? What's going on? No joke. I went to karate class once. I went to karate class one time. And this is not even a joke, okay? This is not a joke. This happened. I don't remember how old I was. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old or something like that. I might have gone a couple times, but I feel like this was the first time. And, you know, we were doing the standard, like, how to throw a punch and all that stuff, and, like, doing the basic shit. Because I'm, like, 7, maybe, like, super young. And, and we were working on blocks. And the instructor took out a real knife to demonstrate how to block someone attacking with a weapon. And it was a real knife. And after that, my mom was like, "You're not going back there." I was like, okay, works for me. It was kind of fucked for like 7 or 8 years old. I'm pretty sure they probably have training knives or rubber knives or something they could use that couldn't possibly accidentally stab somebody. Yeah, and it was like the first or second day. It was crazy. I have too much childhood trauma, bro. Not doing Charlotte retro. Not gonna see you, man. Oh, you're going to Dallas, Long Beach, Denver. Maybe the one at the end. I kind of want to figure out maybe one more to try and get to, but I'm not sure. We'll see. I like that Charlotte's moving more into the city, because last time Charlotte was outside the city. So the hotel that you booked was actually downtown, and then you had to drive like 10 minutes outside of the city to get to the convention center, which sucked ass. So it was like, thankfully, it looks like the convention center they're using is actually, it's like 2 blocks away from the hotel that they used last time. So if they use the same hotel, it'll be like 2 blocks away. So that'll be nice. I didn't vend last year, but I went as a participant. I just went to walk around and hang out. I'd never been to Charlotte before either, so I went on Friday and kind of checked out the city and stuff. And I went with a friend, semi-old guy. You might see him in the chat. He came with me, which was cool. What's up, Adam? How's it going? Welcome, guys. Adam is a high school friend. If it's the same Adam, which I think it is. Kind of crazy. Since it's been so long since high school. God. Never think about, like... Never think about when was the last time, when you were in high school last, because it'll make you... I'm almost to the point where half of my life I've spent outside of high school. That's fucking weird. That's... Or out of school in general. Half of my life. Man, I'm getting old. Just give me 5 more years and I'll be there. Jeez, that's crazy. That's crazy. I quit one place because they put me against a purple belt. So weird. Why do they do that? Maybe that's just initiation. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna get thrown to the floor a few times. We're gonna teach you. That's that Cobra Kai training they got going on. Yeah, I went as a participant. It was fun. It was not as like, I feel like was it Dallas? There was one that happened like a weekend or 2 before Charlotte last year, and that one was the one where they opened all 3 boxes. So they opened a first ed box, an alpha box, and a MetaZoo box, and like a Blue Eyes box or whatever. They opened all the boxes and everything, and I was going thinking like, oh shit, there's gonna be so much cool things going on. And then I showed up and it was like, nope. The only thing cool going on was the Vanilla Ice concert that happened on Sunday that everyone hated. So it was like, okay, well, that kind of sucks. But it was fun to wander around and see what everyone was selling and stuff and all that stuff. And Old School and Dan and Jake were all vending there at the time, and Ray was actually there at the time too, but I didn't meet Ray. Ray was standing with them, but I didn't know who Ray was at the time, so I didn't like introduce myself. But yeah, Ray was there as well. I did stream a little bit from Charlotte, yeah. I streamed from the hotel. I already told that story, I think, last week. I think last week I told the story about Jason Page giving me... being really mad that I was recording or something and making sure that I wasn't recording him. I don't know if he's a like a paranoid type of guy or just doesn't like to be filmed or whatever, but he was not having it, dude. He was not having it. I wasn't filming him either. We were at a table like way away from the bar, but he was sitting at the bar next to some lady. I don't know if I want to try and grab a table or just wander. I hope I get a table. I've been saying it for like months that I want a table at Charlotte because I can actually drive there. And like if people need to, you know, I mean, if a reasonable number of people need to ship some things to me, like I would be willing to, you know, drive it over there. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. It's funny, I don't think Dan remembers meeting me, which is reasonable because I only like walked up and shook his hand and introduced myself for like 5 minutes and then peaced out. Like it's not like we hung out that weekend, but I'm pretty sure multiple times now I've said that I'm going to Charlotte, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be super nice to see you, or it's gonna be super nice to meet you." I'm like, "Bro, we met last time in Charlotte, but that's cool. Never mind." Um, understandable, understandable. Yeah, I thought we were cool, man. Depending on the buyouts, maybe I'll do Charlotte. But if Pikachu pull up on me trying to have a nuanced conversation, I personally I like the nuanced conversations, but I have found that they can fall on deaf ears sometimes. So I'm not quite sure how I want to navigate that space yet. Cause I don't know. It's like I really want to have the nuanced conversations because I think the nuance is where the fun is, with a lot of like the conversations that happen in the space right now. But it is definitely a place where like I feel like I'm in the minority with that. I think people just want to like make their plays and talk about their plays and not think about the nuance. They just want to, because I think that sometimes people think that their mind can be clouded if they're thinking too much about other things. That like they have the thing that works for them, and they don't need to be thinking about the other shit. Like they just want to, if it's working for me, this is what I'm gonna do. I don't need to, you know, your stuff. It's working for me right now, so this is what I'm doing. So that's it. And that's fine too. Just depends on how. Just depends on how you want to look at things. I'm going to shower with compliments and make you feel human. Dude, I would love to be bought out. That's honestly, I mean, I didn't even know if those guys were at Charlotte, but I would love to be bought out. Oh, I would love it. I'm actually doing a tiny little event, so I'll get to your guys' questions here in a second. I'm actually doing a tiny little event on, let's see. None of you guys live in this area, so it's not really, I mean, I guess it's cool for me, but it's not like any of you guys are going to show up. But on the 16th, Sunday, the comic book store that my booth is in, I'm going to be doing a slab sale. So I don't sell any slabs or high-end items there. So on Sunday from like noon to 3 or something like that, I'm going to be up there with all my slabs and selling slabs to people that come in. And I'm going to advertise it on like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. Hopefully people will show up and want to buy some slabs up there. So that'll be cool. Hopefully get to meet some people, sell some slabs. I thought about trying to stream some of it, so maybe. The guy did ask me, he's like, oh, you can come in at like 11 to set up and like shoot a video or something if you want. And I was thinking like, maybe I could stream part of it. But we'll see. This weekend, I do want to do a test IRL stream with my setup that I have. I need to see how long my phone battery will last from full to needing to charge. Because that will kind of tell me how long I can do like an IRL stream for right now, just because of how my setup works. But we'll see. But yeah, I'll probably do that this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. We'll just walk around town. Let's see. Okay, questions. What's your take on Scarlet and Violet so far? I know I'm relatively new to collecting, but I haven't been that impressed with the pull rates and quality. I've really liked the pull rates, honestly. But it seems like I've had the best luck out of booster boxes. So I don't know what the pull rates. I mean, pull rates are subjective. Everyone's going to have a different experience with like pulling certain things. It's kind of a gamble at the end of the day. Booster boxes, I opened 12 booster boxes, and there was a what do they call them now? Alternate art. What special illustration rare, is that what they call them? There is this at least one special illustration rare per box, and then I think I also had 6 or 8 gold cards out of the 12 booster boxes. So it seems like booster boxes is where like more consistent hits you might be able to get them from, but obviously they're more expensive on the back end of it. But the pull rates were cool. The quality sucked. I definitely agree with you there. The quality was pretty awful. I had a lot of damaged of the higher end cards that came out of the first few booster boxes, and then I really didn't have any cards that I thought had a chance at a PSA 10. So yeah, I think I had some cards that were like really bad too, like not necessarily just, you know, like white dot on each of the corners, but like a whole edge of whitening, that type of shit. If you want to go check that out, you definitely can. The first couple booster boxes of that opening were definitely rough, and then it kind of got better as it went, just for timestamps. But yeah, I enjoy the set. I probably won't open any more of it because I already opened 12 boxes. I kind of got my fill, I guess. But I like the set. I think it's fine. I thought it was cool. Random question: which booster box would you like to open the most if you couldn't sell any of the cards? Oh, which booster box would I want to open the most if I couldn't sell any of the cards? I think it's still a Japanese rocket box. That's kind of like a grail idea, in my opinion, for me at least. Maybe Team Rocket Returns would probably be fun. I like the cards in that set. No, I think Japanese Team Rocket. I think that's still like that's one of my like super stretch, like if I ever get rich, just buying one of those boxes and just breaking it for myself and just having fun, because it's one of my favorite sets. It's got my favorite artwork of any card ever in it, the Dark Charmeleon, and that would be really cool to open, in my opinion. Let's see. Not gonna lie, the best is when you bring some niche stuff. Knows exactly what it is. Is hyped you have it. You strike up a combo. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I did that at Charlotte. I had no idea what Dragon Ball Heroes. I had no idea what the hell that was, but I saw a bunch of graded cards. I think it was the DSG booth at Charlotte had a ton of them graded, and they looked super cool. So I went up and I asked the guy, like, what the hell is this? Like, these cards are sick. And then we kind of talked about them a little bit, and that's how I was introduced to Dragon Ball Heroes. I keep wanting to say Dragon Ball Super, but I don't think it's called Dragon Ball Super Heroes. I think it's just called Dragon Ball Heroes. But yeah, those cards are really cool looking. Team Rocket's a solid choice. Yours would be Golden Sky. I do like Golden Sky, Silvery Ocean. You got what, the evolutions. You have the evolutions in that one? I'm not sure if you do actually. But you have the really awesome Feraligatr, Typhlosion. I think you do, right? You have the evolutions in that set. The evolutions, and then the Feraligatr, Meganium, and Typhlosion. Those are all three really cool looking cards. Yeah, that would be a cool box for sure. That would be a cool box too. You have the Holo Meganium. Yeah, that's one that I don't think I've gotten that in a PSA 10 yet. I've gotten a couple that I think I've gotten 9s on, but I don't think I have a 10 of that one yet. The Meganium. Definitely have a 10 of the Typhlosion and the Feraligatr. Stuff I sold was niche, but that helped, especially with all the quality both section brought. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that Charlotte ends up being good. The problem is I'm doing the local Comic-Con again this year that I did last year, which was super cool because I sold a bunch of stuff from binders. I didn't really sell much graded stuff, but I'm planning to have like a corner booth this time, so 2 tables, and one table is just going to be all graded, and one table is going to be binders. So we'll see if I do as well as I did the first time I did that, and then obviously we'll be going to Charlotte the month after. If I do really well and I run out of inventory, that would really suck for Charlotte. But maybe I can sell half my table to somebody. Been pivoting a bit to prep for CAC. We will see if my next couple of subs come back. I just got a sub back today, actually. It was weird. Have you guys gotten a sub back from PSA where it's in a bag and not in a box? Have you gotten that? That's the first time that happened. Where it was like 2 boxes, bubble wrapped, shoved in a FedEx bag, and shipped that way. That's the first time that's ever happened. It threw me off because the FedEx guy showed up and he had a big bag. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I open it up and it's like, oh, it's my PSA return. Like, oh, that's sick. For a smaller order. Yeah, I think this was like 38 cards or something like that. So that would make sense. I did get 2. It was 2 smaller boxes. But yours was in a box and a bag. Got it. Better than bag. They decided to give me a literal bag as a joke for my PSA 9s. I got some that were a little weird. They seemed like they got PSA 8s for centering, but the centering really wasn't that far off. So it's kind of strange to knock a card all the way down to 8 based on centering that really isn't that bad. But I'll have to take a further look at it. And they were on fairly modern cards. They were on tag team cards, so... How's it going, Lava Collectibles, by the way? Oh, I got something really cool to show you guys. I got something really cool to show you guys. I hope this is still happening. I got to follow up again, but we're doing something fun on Saturday night. It's totally different. And hopefully it's the start of something cool. Me and the Green Shiz are having a game night. We're going to be playing Rocket League together. Duos. It is going to be hilarious to see us in a different habitat than Pokemon. It'll probably be an absolute mess. But the Green Shiz and I are going to be playing Rocket League together on Saturday night. That'll be really, really cool. So look forward to that, I guess. I actually thought about see, this is a bit of a problem because it's an idea I have, and I feel like it's a decent idea, so I don't want people to like poach it. But I really think it would be cool to set up like a Discord, and I probably will do this. So nobody do this before I do it, okay? But set up a Discord where you set up game nights with Poketubers playing non-Pokemon related games. So like, you know, get 8 Poketubers together to play Mario Kart. Get 4 Poketubers together to play Mario Party. Get, you know, and just get 3 Poketubers together to play Rocket League. Or 6 or 8 or whatever. And just have like actual gaming nights where we're playing video games like Smash, like any of those games, instead of constantly just talking about Pokemon all the time. Because like, dude, I think instead of talking about Moonbryon for like the 15th, 100th time, we could actually sit down and just play a video game and decompress instead of just, you know, reiterating the same shit over and over again. I think it would be fun. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. You used to have game nights in Squeeze Discord. Yeah, that's kind of what I would like. I think it would be cool. Going good. Awesome. That's awesome, Lava. I mean, I'd be willing to play Warzone. I just suck. I only played the game once, so I would be absolutely terrible, but I would play it. So, and we could even cater them to whoever's there as well. Like if Dan wanted to do like a duo OSRS Iron Man stream or something where we start from scratch and we go as far as we can before dying or something stupid like that. Like that would be cool too. So yeah, I mean, I don't I don't know. I think it would just be fun. I think it would be fun. So I'll have to see how much I can get done with that. I just realized this week that old school RuneScape is 10 years old. Really? Only 10? 2013. How? That's not true. That ain't true. I was playing that shit in high school. Or maybe middle school. It has to be older than 10 years. 20 years, maybe? Or 15 years? It's got to be older than 10 years. How's it going, Josh? Oh, old school's the reboot. So I was playing the shit that came out before old school. I was just playing straight up RuneScape from, yeah, back in the day. That makes sense. RS2 turned into RS3. Old school's the reboot of 2007-ish. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that was rebooted. I remember playing with some guys from, I mean, some of you, Adam and Josh would know, but Brendan and Nick from, it was probably middle school or high school at this point, and Brody. We would run all weekend. I would be sitting in the middle of the kitchen at the family computer for like 8 hours a day, grinding, fishing, or trying to get like dragon long swords or whatever for, it was crazy. I probably still have my account unless it was hacked. I don't know how much money would be on it at this point. Those were the days, yeah. Fishing lobbies for 8 hours a day to get 1 mil to do nothing with it. Buddies and I used to sneak out RuneScape after school, 4th grade, to grind accounts for hours. Yeah, so one of my best friends in school, Brendan, his aunt was the computer, she was the typing teacher, or like a computer teacher, computer lab. And they used to go to the computer lab after they were done eating at lunch and play for like 20 minutes or whatever. They would play OSRS. Yeah, ridiculous. Yours got hacked, bought it, and banned. Then you got it back. Oof. Can I play? No. I can't play any card games. Apart from like party games. No, I can't play any of that. There you go. Never played a Pokemon game? Interesting. So where does your nostalgia for Pokemon come from? Is it just the show? Oh, you just played the TCG, that was it? Interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting. Maple Story used to be fire. I always hear about Maple Story, but I never played that. It was basically only RuneScape because it was free. And all my friends played it. Otherwise, I was a console kid, so I was playing PlayStation 2, Xbox 360. It basically went from JRPGs on the PlayStation 2 to Halo on the Xbox 360, Halo 2 and Halo 3, and then Call of Duty from there, and then back into like single player games. So Pokemon Stadium mini games going. Did they ever? They didn't ever make a Switch Pokemon Stadium, did they? Or Coliseum or whatever. Oh, it's probably on the Switch. Is it on the Switch? It's on the Switch now. Yeah, you can do that on the. It's probably on the online, I would assume. That would be fun, yeah. That would be fun. Interesting. The Lickitung game. I don't even really remember the mini games all that well. Is Melee on the Switch? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know if they've put GameCube games on the Switch yet. I think they recently put the 64 stuff on there. Or did they recently put Game Boy stuff on there? I don't remember. I'm not sure they've put GameCube stuff on there. I feel like Melee would maybe be... Oh, there's a new version of Melee? Or do you just mean the new Smash? Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, Smash Ultimate. Got it. Ultimate's fun. It's got too many characters, I feel like, but it's got a lot of characters. And it seems like, and I don't know if they patch this after the fact, but it seems like all the characters from like DLC, like the paid DLC shit, are all like the best characters. So it's like if you don't have the DLC and you can't play like Joker or those types of characters, like then you're kind of at a disadvantage, which to me kind of sucks. Ugh. Pikachu and Snake. I like Pikachu because he's fast. Man, on 64, I would just spam down B with Pikachu and just try and hit people with lightning bolts the whole time. Age check. What was everyone's first video game system? The Game Boy Pocket. The Game Boy Pocket. I think that was the one that came after the big gray one. And then we had a Genesis, yeah. Or maybe we had a Genesis and then the Game Boy Pocket. Whichever of those came first. Duck Hunt on the, yeah, OG Nintendo. Yep, it's a good one. We actually didn't have Nintendo systems growing up. We went from Genesis to... What would have been after that? Genesis to PS2? We may have actually gone Genesis to Game Boy Pocket to PS2 to Xbox 360. There has to be something in between there, right? PS1. We had a PlayStation 1. So we had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 after the Genesis. We never went the Nintendo route. We had to go to our friend's house to play Nintendo stuff. Seems weird now. I don't know why, like, I don't know. My grandma had the Nintendo 64, so we got to play Mario Kart and Super Mario 64 and stuff when we went over there. Man, the PS2 and the Xbox 360 are literally might be the two best consoles of all time. They might be. They both had just insanely huge game catalogs with just insanely great games. The PS2 game catalog is actually insane. The Super Nintendo, though, had an amazing game catalog, too. The Super Nintendo would definitely be up there as well. But yeah, the 360's game catalog was insane. The start of, like, all of those amazing series... Crazy. It might have been. I don't know. Is the Wii still the best selling console ever? Best selling console of all time. The PlayStation. No shot. I thought the Wii was the highest selling, but it looks like PlayStation 2 and then DS. The Switch? This is wrong. There's no shot. There's no way in hell that there's more Switches that have sold than the Wii. There's no way that's true. I don't believe this list. That can't be right. The Wii was literally in like everyone's household. Yeah, definitely the best catalog of JRPGs, 100%. Final Fantasy X is one of my favorite games of all time. That game is super nostalgic for me. We killed it with the normie demographic. Everyone did bowling and tennis and all that stupid shit, and nobody else owned another game on the Wii. Like, I don't even think our Wii. I think eventually I bought Twilight Princess for the Wii and played it for like a couple hours, and I was like, no, never mind. I'm just gonna go back to bowling. Yeah, the Switch has been out for 6 years. But even so, apparently it's sold 20 million more consoles. That makes no sense. Playing Mario Kart with the Wii steering wheel. Yeah, we didn't have any of it. We just had Wii Sports. I think mostly because we were playing Xbox 360 at that time. So it was basically for like my grandparents when they came over. I remember watching, there's probably a video out there still of my grandpa. I think there was a rowing. Isn't there a rowing mini game on Wii Sports, like Wii Sports Resort or whatever? There's a video of my grandpa like trying to row. It's like a rowing race thing. It's the greatest thing ever. It's so funny. Skyrim came out on the 360 PS3. We're still on PS5 and still waiting for ES6. Well, we got, what's that game coming out this year? It's by the Elder Scrolls devs. Everyone's excited for it for some reason. It's gonna be like a No Man's Sky ripoff. Yeah, Starfield. Yeah, that game. I honestly don't know what it's gonna be like, but we'll see. I hope it's good. But Bethesda, for me, Bethesda has a rocky track record with performance. We'll say that. But Wii boxing, yeah, Wii boxing is fun. Wii bowling is great until you figure out that you can just get a strike every single time if you do like a super easy. Like once you figure out that you could just sit here and go and and get strikes and just sit here like this and get strikes over and over again. Then it became kind of lame. It's like back in the day when you're playing the Game Boy and you're playing Pokemon Red and you figure out the rare candy glitch. And then for some reason, every time after that, you always do the rare candy glitch and then it kind of ruins the game. Why hasn't Pokemon made a missing no card? At some point, they gotta lead into that, right? Like, come on. You gotta make one missing no card. That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool for them to acknowledge that. That would be incredible. A missing no alternate art. Oh man. Two best sentences in the hobby: your item is sold and buyer is paid. True. I had to turn the alerts off, but one day all of a sudden my phone started chiming and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I look and it's like, oh, I sold a card. And then all of a sudden it would chime every once in a while and I'm like, all right, I gotta turn that off. But apparently old school keeps it on. Old school. That dude probably gets an order every like 5 minutes. That phone has to be chiming like literally every 5 minutes. I could not handle that. I would throw my phone out the window. Be like, bro, I don't care. Don't care, man. I haven't played the new Fire Emblem, but I played Three Houses. Is that what it's called? Three Houses? That game was great. Fire Emblem Three Houses was amazing. I haven't played the new game though. Yeah, I thought that game was fantastic. I like that game a lot. I really need to get a PS5. So many games have come out that I want to play now, and it's like, ugh. I have a backlog of stuff that I need to play. But once I get monetized and I get memberships and all that stuff, then maybe I'll play some more video games. Did you guys see the pictures? Are you using a webcam or an actual camera? It's a Canon EOS 250D. It's not a super expensive. Well, I mean, it's super expensive compared to a webcam, but I think it was like $400 or something like that. But yeah, it's an actual camera. Sorry, I'm late. Monetization getting paid. How's it going, SEC? I'm not approved for monetization yet, but I have applied, so hopefully I will get approval and then start making a little bit of money. Well, at least get some memberships going and then get some nice I already have good emotes. So I don't really need to worry about emotes. I have those from Twitch. So I'll probably use the same ones at least for a while. Since you guys haven't seen them. But I'll probably use those. I don't know if on YouTube, can you have like member badges? So like in chat, if you become a member, instead of the purple star, can you change that to like a custom thing? Because I have some things for that too, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to change those or not. I don't know. It'll be a whole thing trying to figure out how YouTube does it compared to how Twitch does it. Should be interesting. And then if I do start playing games, I'll probably dual stream. I'll probably stream on YouTube and Twitch. Probably do that. I think you can do custom badges. Pokerev has those alien. Oh, okay. That'll be cool. I got some stuff for that then. So we've got a lot to choose from. Can you use people's emotes in other people's channels? Like, can you guys use Catch-em-all's emotes in my channel? Are they cross channel, or is it only in the channel that you're in? What's up, Landon? How's it going? Welcome. We're just kind of in a Q&A right now, so if you channel exclusive. Interesting. I wonder why they would do that. It is interesting. All right, you out of here? All right, Drew. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. I appreciate it. Sure, you could add them. You think you... I don't know why our emotes channel exclusive YouTube. That seems super weird. Let's see. Channel membership levels. Live chat, chats, recognition, custom channel badges. Okay, it looks like you can do badges, which is nice. Custom emojis. You'll gain access to one or more exclusive custom emoji that can be sent via YouTube and video comments. It can be sent in any of your live chats. By default, there are no custom emojis. So you can't use the emojis outside of your own chat. Huh. That's weird. Interesting. Interesting. On Twitch, if you're subbed to somebody, like if you've paid money and you sub to somebody, you can use those emotes in any channel. You have access to those, which I think is kind of nice because creates more of like a community, like crossovers. You know, I can see Dan's emotes in my chat, he can see my emotes in his chat, stuff like that. But I guess it kind of makes sense both ways. So. Same as Discord. Yeah. Is what it is, I guess. Spot people from other people I watch in other channels all the time. Yeah. Yeah. But that's cool. Because I have loads of emotes to... I can show you what I have to choose from. I got a whole ton of them from when I was on Twitch for a while. It sounds like I only have one to start, and then you probably unlock them with more memberships. I'll probably do what Dan did and have like a really a cheap membership, like a $1 or $2 or something like that, and then do like maybe like a $5 one and a $10 one, or have like a really low entry point so that people can get the emotes, and we can unlock more emotes. I'm trying to find them. Where the heck are they? I have a lot of like custom artwork and shit. Stream assets. Is it these? I need to make sure I'm not showing anything. Bad. I don't think I have any porn on my computer. Not that I'm aware of. Well, we'll risk it for the biscuit. Oh, I still have Crawdads emote. I used to have it so that we had channel points, and you could use your channel points to redeem an emote in the chat. This is more like my old branding, though. I probably wouldn't use those. It's mostly like me and my cats and stuff. So I'll probably just end up using those, and I will show you. I'll just surprise you. You can set your membership prices on YouTube. Yeah, you can have like different tiers. You can set, because I think Catch 'em All Collectibles memberships, the lowest is like 99 cents or something like that. So I occasionally will gift like 5 subs in there because it's only $5, and it's cool to get people the emotes and stuff like that. Do you think this card stuff has a good 5 years left, or are we riding on fumes? Can't see it because we're all so deep in this and love it. I don't know. I mean, it seems like demand is definitely there, at least right now. I don't know if it would... I don't know, 5 years from now? I don't know if I could really make a judgment for 5 years from now. I think we are definitely in it, and a lot of times it can cloud our perception of like what the layman or the normal person, you know, like something that comes easy to us doesn't mean it comes easy to normal people. So I think stuff like grading, I think we take for granted the fact that grading actually is pretty daunting, and there actually is a pretty big wall between the average person and feeling comfortable sending their cards in to get graded. I've run into that a lot, where people ask me like, oh, how'd you get this graded? Oh, I sent to this place. Oh, I probably would never do that because I'm paranoid about them getting damaged in shipping or stuff like that, and they don't feel comfortable doing it. I think there's a lot of people that fall into that category where we think things are super easy because we do it all the time, and then if you talk to like just a normal person, they're like, no, I would never do that because of X, Y, and Z that I'm worried about. And it's like, oh, interesting. Not something I would have thought of. And then being able to do the events, I think like doing the comic book shop stuff now and then doing the Comic-Con from last year and stuff, I got to see normal people interact with the cards, buying the cards, looking at the cards, talking about the cards, and that was really interesting to see because it's, you know, it's outside of the super active kind of bubble that we're in. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like there's demand. It seems like people want to open and collect, and I think at least for now we're good. I'm not sure about 5 years from now, but I think for now we're good. We just got to become Poke millionaires in the next couple of years, and then who cares what happens, right? But yeah, hopefully it sticks around. Yeah. You see Pokemon hitting a 50-year anniversary, or 100, like, I could see Pokemon hitting a 50-year anniversary. I think they're doing something really scary right now. And I think it's scarier than a lot of people want to think that it is. I think that moving away from Ash and Pikachu after 25 years is really scary. And people should be more scared than they are about how that could affect the overall perception of Pokemon if it flops. If removing Ash and Pikachu in the way that they've always been in the show flops, then that's going to impact kids more than it will impact like people that don't watch the show, that are older, that are more in this for, you know, other reasons than just enjoyment of the materials. If kids start to not like the anime because they don't like the changes or whatever, and then they fall out of that demographic or they fall out of watching it, and that change kind of kills people's perception of things, then it could be tough. It could be really tough. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the change. I'm gonna watch it, see what it's like for sure. I think Pokemon will hit a 50-year anniversary. It's still the most. After going to Japan and seeing how, like, it's totally different over there. Like, it's everybody in Japan loves Pokemon. It's not even. It's not just people either heavily involved or kids. It's everyone. When you go into Pokemon centers, it's everyone. There's like grandmas that love Pikachu that are buying the new, you know, tote bag or whatever. Like, it's literally everybody. So I don't know. I think it'll hit 50. But yeah, we'll see. That's a long way. How old will I be in 24 years? 55? I've been at the post office and grown people don't know how to mail items. Yeah. Sure hope so, Landon. I think 2 more years at least, as far as secondary market goes. I think the new change will get people to tune in. I think so. I think people will be curious, but it really has to do a lot to capture people's attention, I think. But Worlds in Japan and Pokemon becoming more global with their outreach, that definitely helps. Yeah, it would be cool to get some Pokemon centers in the US. I think there was one in New York for a while. I don't know if it's still there, if it shut down during COVID. But yeah, it would be cool to get some Pokemon centers here. I think that would be pretty awesome. I feel like there was one in New York for a while. I don't know if there's one in California, but I think they're very limited. I mean, in Japan, it's every major city has a Pokemon Center. So, Tokyo obviously has like 5 or 6 of them. That's been a really cool video experience. You know, I did that video where I went to every Pokemon Center in Tokyo the last time I was in Japan, and lots of people have been commenting like, you know, we're limited time. I really wanted to go to a Pokemon Center. Now I figured out which one I want to take my brother to or whatever while we're there. Like, I've gotten really good comments on people just telling me like, you know, they figured out, they've, you know, finally some place to figure out which one they actually wanted to go to, like that sort of thing. It's like, well, I'm glad. I'm happy when I can make videos that seemingly help people. I think Pokemon as a franchise still has a long way to go. It's been the most profitable franchise for multiple years in a row. Yeah, I mean, and there's franchises that just aren't a thing in the US that are hugely successful. Like, isn't Hello Kitty like up in the top 5 most like successful franchises of all time, or most profitable franchises of all time, and that's purely, I don't know if it's purely Japan, but that's mostly Japan. Like, you don't see a whole lot of Hello Kitty stuff here in America. So yeah, I mean, if it came down to it, I don't know. Countries can keep franchises afloat just by themselves. Like, it could die off here. It could die off here and still stay highly profitable if they just took everything back to Japan or whatever, because of how they engage with it. Who knows? It's an interesting question, though. Japan Worlds will be interesting. I definitely wouldn't want to go to it, but it would probably be really cool. Hello Kitty's like 2 or 3, yeah. Pretty sure Pokemon will be around in 5 years. They have a likely long-term trajectory. Need to continue movie shows, games to assist, yeah. I really wish that they would actually put the time in to really overhaul and improve the video game. I think that would do a lot, but who knows? We'll see. Someday they will, right? I feel like I'm coping. I saw that they changed. Did they change CEO or president? CEO and president, or just CEO? I don't know. They adjusted like upper management, and one of the guys that was hired as like CEO or president was the person in charge of the animations in the current video games. And I thought, fuck, we're screwed. I thought, oh shit, we're screwed. This dude's been in charge of the animations in the video games for the last few games. We're screwed. That's the guy telling people what to do now? Oh boy. I don't even know what he's been doing. He's just been sitting at his desk. He's like, oh yes, can we reuse the 3DS assets, please? That will save us some time. But no, I think it'll probably be fine. I'm not actually worried about that in any way. I think they know what they're doing. I know today is not incredibly like interesting or anything, but it's been nice just chilling and chatting with you guys. Yeah, I definitely don't think I would want to go to Worlds. It seems like it would just be a nightmare, honestly. Like the amount of people I can imagine. I don't know. And for the time you're in Worlds, you're not even really in Tokyo. Like you can travel to Tokyo, but you're like an hour away from Tokyo, so you'd have to take a train into Tokyo each day that you wanted to go in there. You wouldn't really want to go unless you were going to go for like a week and do a couple days in Yokohama where Worlds is, and then go to Tokyo for the rest of the time. Yeah. It just seemed like it would be kind of a mess. But it should be fun for people. It should be fun for the people that do go. Should be fun for them. I feel like there's something. Oh, let's see. No, I feel like I thought there was something. But it escaped me again. I don't even, what's the new set that comes out? The new set that's coming out is, does it come out in June? I feel like it comes out, Paldea Evolve, that's what it's called. There's no information yet on Pokelector, so Pokemon Paldea Evolved. I know it's going to heavily focus on the starters of Scarlet and Violet, which is going to make this kind of like the Rebel Clash set of this generation. Not saying that it's going to be bad or anything, just saying that the set layout seems like it's probably going to be kind of geared toward them and the other legendaries. Let's see. Does anyone actually pre-order booster boxes off of Pokemon Center? That seems like the worst idea ever. Who's pre-ordering a booster box off Pokemon Center for $162? Jesus. Not me, man. Not me. I ain't doing that. All right, well, I know this was a short one, guys, but I think I'm going to pack it up here. I appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with me. Like I said, I'll probably continue to kind of hang out on the fringe. If people want to invite me on to their stuff, if they have any live streams or anything and need a spot, if a spot is open and they need a contestant or someone to chat with, I'm definitely always open to that. But I think I'm just gonna chill in my bubble and just keep making videos and do what I can for my space. And hopefully we're gonna have some more gameplay coming up soon. We're definitely gonna be playing games this Saturday night with Degree and Shiz, as long as everything goes through and everything happens the way that we talked. We'll be playing with Degree and Shiz. We'll be playing some Rocket League, probably for a couple hours. And that should be a lot of fun. So hit the like button if you haven't yet and you enjoyed the stream. Otherwise, we will just see you on the next one. All right, guys. I hope my chat ain't broken. I don't think it is, right? All right. We'll see you later. See you later, Grumscene. See you later, Phil. See you later, Landon. See you later, Retro. See you later, Walrus, Jeff, Crawdad, Taco, Adam, everybody that came by. I really appreciate it, guys. And we'll hopefully see you Saturday, because I'm gonna yell at DeGreen Shiz while smacking soccer balls with fast cars. All right, guys.